We'll continue microwave transmission lines. So we'll see the problem on microwave transmission lines. A transmission line has the following parameter: R is equal to 2 ohms per meter, G is equal to 0.5 megamoles per meter, F is equal to 1 gigahertz, L is equal to 8 nanohenries per meter, C is equal to 0.23 picofarad. So calculate characteristic impedance and propagation constant. Already yesterday I told that characteristic impedance formula is Z0 is equal to square root of Z by Y, and the propagation constant is gamma. Gamma is equal to alpha plus J beta, where alpha is attenuation constant and beta is propagation constant. So characteristic impedance, as we know that Z0 is equal to square root of Z by Y. So Z is equal to R plus J omega L, and Y is equal to G plus J omega C. According to the formula, so I am converting here 2 plus J 2 pi into 10 to the power of minus 9 into 8 10 to the power of minus 9 divided by 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 plus J 2 pi 10 to the power of minus 9 into 0.23 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So if we simplify this values, we'll get it as 174.44, 179.44 plus J 26.50. So in order to find the propagation constant, we know the propagation constant gamma is equal to square root of Z into Y. So Z is R plus J omega L, and Y is G plus J omega C. So again we are substituting both the values, and we'll get at last propagation constant is 0.051 plus J 0.273. So here if we compare this, gamma is equal to alpha plus J beta. So attenuation constant will be 0.0551 and propagation constant is 0.253. So we'll come for the next problem. A transmission line has a characteristic impedance 50 plus J 0.01 ohms and is terminated in a load impedance of 73 J 42.5 ohm. Calculate reflection coefficient and standing wave ratio. Already I told that reflection coefficient is equal to ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0. So in the problem they have given characteristic impedance Z0 value and the load impedance ZL value. So we'll substitute both the values. After simplification, I'll get it as 0.377 angle of minus 42.7 degrees. The standing wave ratio will be in terms of reflection coefficient. So standing wave ratio is equal to 1 plus reflection coefficient divided by 1 minus magnitude of reflection coefficient. So in the above value I am getting here reflection coefficient. So in that we are considering only the magnitude part. So magnitude is 0.377. So we'll substitute in this. So standing wave ratio, I'll get it as 2.21. We'll continue another problem. A certain transmission line has a characteristic impedance of 75 plus J 0.01 ohms and is terminated in a load impedance 70 plus J 50 ohms. Compute reflection coefficient and transmission coefficient. So as we know that here also in the problem they have given characteristic impedance value and the load impedance value. So using the load impedance and the characteristic impedance, we'll find reflection coefficient. So reflection coefficient is ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0. We substitute both the values, I'll get reflection coefficient as 0.08 plus J 0.32. Transmission coefficient. So already we derived this formula also. Transmission coefficient T is equal to 2 into ZL divided by ZL plus Z0. Again we substitute the values of ZL and Z0. I will get it as 1.08 plus J 0.032. So next problem is a lossless line has a characteristic impedance of 50 ohms and is terminated in a load resistance 75 ohm. The line is energized by a generator which has an output impedance of 50 ohm and open circuit output voltage of 30 volts. The line is assumed to be 2.25 wavelength long. Determine input impedance, the magnitude of the instantaneous load voltage and the instantaneous power delivered to the load. So we know that beta D is equal to, beta is phase constant is 2 pi by lambda into distance is lambda by 4. So that is equal to, value will be pi by 2. The input impedance is Zn is equal to R0 square by RL. Anyway R0 they have given the problem, that is 50. Characteristic R0 is nothing but here Z0 value, that is characteristic impedance they have given in the problem already 50 square. divided by RL value is 75. If I calculate these values, I will get it as input impedance is 33.33 ohms. So reflection, again here the reflection coefficient, already reflection coefficient is they have given the problem as, since here there's actually reflection coefficient is ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0, but here only one term they have given, resistance term. So we'll modify this formula as RL minus R0 divided by RL plus R0. So if I substitute the value what they have given in the problem, it will be 0.20. Then the instantaneous voltage at the load is VL is equal to V plus e to the power of minus j beta L 1 plus gamma L. So here this is equal to 30 into 1 plus 0.20. So this will be 36 volts. Next, the instantaneous power delivered to the load, third point. So power PL will be VL divided by ZL. PL is equal to 36 square divided by, instead of ZL I need to write only RL value. So 36 square divided by 75, it is 17.28. So next problem, a transmission line has the following primary constant. Already I told in the previous video, the primary constant are R, L, G and C. And here calculate the value of Z0, alpha, beta, Vp and lambda at omega is equal to 5000 radians per second. So before calculating value of Z0, I need to know the value of series impedance and series impedance, that is Z is equal to R plus j omega L. So substitute the value given in the problem, R value and omega value, L value. If I substitute all the values, I'll get 19.24 angle of 65.43. Shunt admittance Y is equal to G plus j omega C. Again I'll substitute the value of G and omega and C. I'll get 45 10 to the power of minus 6 angle of 89.87 degrees. So characteristic impedance is Z0 is equal to square root of Z by Y. So after getting the value of Z and Y, we are substituting the value here. So I'll get it as 653.88 angle of minus 12.22. So rectangular form also we can keep the answer, or else we can keep the answer in polar form. Propagation constant is gamma is equal to square root of Z into Y. So again we substitute the value of Z and Y. So I will get it as here 0.00629 plus j 0.0287. I will compare with these values with gamma is equal to alpha plus j beta, where alpha is the attenuation constant and beta is the phase constant. So as alpha is equal to 0.00629 neighbors per kilometer and beta is equal to 0.0287 radians per kilometer. So phase velocity Vp is equal to omega by beta is equal to 5000 divided by 0.0287. So Vp is equal to 174,096.75 km per second. So already we know that wavelength formula is 2 pi by beta. So 2 pi by beta value we are substituting here. I will get it as 218.93 kilometers. So we'll consider one more problem. A telephone line has R 6 ohms per kilometer, L is 2.2 millihenry per kilometer, C is 0.005 microfarad per kilometer and G is 0.05 micromoles per kilometer. So in this problem also determine Z0 alpha beta at 1 kilohertz if the length of the line is 100 kilometer. Determine the attenuation and the phase shift of the signal. Calculate phase velocity of the signal. So we know that omega is 2 pi f. So frequency they have given in the problem. If I calculate the value, I'll get it as 6280 radians per second. So already we know Z0 is nothing but square root of Z by Y. So again Z is nothing but R plus j omega L by G plus j omega C. All the parameters are given in the problem. If I substitute the value, I'll get it as 692.5 minus j 11.52 ohms. And propagation constant gamma is equal to square root of Zy is equal to R plus j into Z into Y, R plus j omega L into G plus j omega C. So since all the parameters are given, again substituting the values, I'll get 0.045 plus j 0.0213. So alpha is equal to 0.0045 neighbors per second and beta is equal to 0.0213. For 100 kilometer length, I need to calculate what is the attenuation. Attenuation is 0.0045 neighbors per kilometer into 100 kilometer. So 0.05 neighbors. So in terms of decibels, it will be 3.91 decibels. So phase shift also 0.0213 radians per kilometer into 100 kilometer. In terms of radians, it will be 2.13 radians. So phase velocity is nothing but omega by beta. So substituting the values, I'll get it as 294.84 into 10 to the power of 3 kilometer per second.